Hello, Hello, I'm here, and I'm Patriot. Welcome back, viewers, to Origin Recaps, Origins Reviews. It goes by the same name. We apologize that me and Hiro did not get to do this episode on Tuesday. With it being Easter this weekend, the Fat Control has laid up the schedule slightly for us to do this episode today. So, sit here. Obviously, it's been quite a bit since we got this episode, but we got the Wiki to help us out. No, this is not cheating. As I stated, it's been a while since we watched this. If you haven't watched our entrance reaction to this episode, which is Sting episode 13 of Slice Soda, then I suggest you go watch that before you watch this recap. But anyway, so the episode starts off with Edward explaining that there are a few words that can evoke as many emotions as process. This is because on the way there are things constantly changing. Changes of their breath. Due to his engineers always working and venerating. Edward mentions that Diesel is perhaps the best example, because he was actually an experiment to test the viability of diesel power expulsion. He's ahead of his time. But back in the 1930s, diesel locomotives were very primitive constructs, and not many people knew how to maintain them properly. Diesel was considerably more efficient than a steam engine, but was very weak in strength. This is why he was the only one of his class that was built. It's always been a great source to play for him. Like Diesel, Gordon was the only acer ever built, which was the prototype for the LNER's entire line of Pacific Space locomotives. Alright, Patriot, your turn. Thank you, Hiro. So, one summer afternoon, Gordon arrives back at Cafe with the Express. Coming back from battle, they lost to Australia in the fourth test match. Ever says he doesn't care for the split. What's the Gordon's outrage? Ever says he isn't outrageous, I know, because it's invertible. We'll get them back. As lay down, heard an unfamiliar whistle. Miss Gordon recognizes his brother, and the A3 Flying Scotsman, better known as Scott. Scotsman had some right on soda because his train is full of the holidaymakers who want to get out of London. Gordon introduces his brother to Edward. Scott has heard about Edward. What if they played the time he needed help in a mini cruise engine? Edward hasn't forgotten. Well, the reporter who wrote that article had referred to him as. Scott does agree. But braces Edward is a true noise just under 3 inches here and another unfamiliar whistle. But Scott recognizes. A red engine passes by now, marking the Scott. So, Scotty, they let you out of work, did they? No matter. I'm sure you'll be back on the shore or blah 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 blah. That engine was Jeffrey. I spin melt until express missed traffic. Locomotives for the minis. I was performing above and beyond expectations, and in his 4 years service, he never had to visit the works. So, said Hiro. The rest of the Nor'easters still make their acquaintance with Scott, whom they all took a keen liking to. Rapidly. As his passengers enjoyed their holidays in Sodor, Mr. Starr raced for the famous engine. Nope, the man around the end. Similar to Scott, Jeffrey was still a hard-working, charismatic character and wants to ease. Owen took a keen liking to rapidly, especially Diesel. Says the Patriot, the cat is standing up again. Oh, bugger! Someone put him on a leash, said Earl. We can't see the screen, cat! Said Earl, that's not what we meant. The cat is a Patriot. I can't see the screen, the horse a Patriot. This has caused confusion and delay. Oh, now I can see it. Uh-oh, I'm being pushed onto your track here. Let's check view this. Oh, that's much better. Right. So, where Hiro left off. So, Jeffrey explains to Diesel about his technique. He's blowing numerous times before, and that the noises are never caught on. Jeffrey then asks Diesel about his partner, who Colin is bringing in. Upon arriving, Colin is curious why Diesel and Jeffrey need Colleen. But Gregory decides he doesn't want to know and leaves. Diesel then points over to a train Henry will be taken out, soon to Colleen. He and Jeffrey plan to add Colleen to the train and earlier experience brake problems further down the line. Soon after, Jeffrey removes the first 4 trucks in his train, and Diesel puts Colleen on the fuel takers. Jeffrey then puts the first 4 trucks back onto Henry's train, so Henry realizes to take the train out. And we're in Diesel and Jeffrey's plan. So city will. The train Diesel and Jeffrey added Colleen to was an important train and they needed to take to the mainland. I'm very close. Actually, probably didn't act sooner, like on Glenn's Hill, because it was out of respect for what happened to Dominic. As we found Marin, Colleen starts yelping, because she Colleen's wearing the hot box. Henry's crew stopped the train and goes back to Colleen. They discovered that her brakes have apparently slipped on. Since the brakes can't turn off, they would have to call her Mickey. So surreal. So surreal. That was quite interesting. So, the Patriot. Diesel had been unfortunately late to trust Colleen, since he had used her before. This was when he had thrown her into the back of Percy. Colleen had also been very quiet about the incident, despite tense questioning. Mickey inspects Colleen and asks us if he knows her from somewhere. Colleen gives the chief a vague answer, but it doesn't work on him. Diesel and Jeffrey have picked the perfect time. Since regardless of what Colleen adapted, mainland would have been blocked, and that only the Northeasters were occupying the main line, causing considerable confusion today for them. Mickey was soon learning this, and always was Colleen. A few days later, she got involved into an identical incident with Thomas. Mickey reported his incident to Joe, suspicious to Joey's, who quickly organizes his team. So here, about Julie runs into operation to lift. As only the 2 engines he and his whistle on, Joey goes to the rear of the yard when Adam arrives. Rich strikes Adam. Leave his train where it is, and he was stunted. Here. Whip sends Adam's train close to where Joey's hiding and leaves Colleen there. Colleen is surprised to find Murray inside. He tells her he heard rumors about some troublemaker in Silver. and they thought it was Colleen, since it was the known Easter scheme beef. Joey hadn't heard enough. She tried to share and tell else Colleen that he and her are going to have a long talk about her own choices. So, Patriot, I'll wrap this up. Colleen gave up Diesel and confessed to his pet assassins following her. Until then told Joey that Jeffrey was behind the scheme. Joey wasn't surprised because Jeffrey had long been expected and seen a similar incident on the mainland. And I called him yet. Joey has organized another scene. Colleen complains about the predicament she's in, but Joey tells her she must accept the consequences of doing Diesel's dirty work. Expecting Jeffrey to arrive soon, Joey goes into his and orders Colleen not to let Jeffrey know that Joey's here. Soon Jeffrey arrives and tells Colleen he'll be adding her to a train and Scott will be taken. Jeffrey tells Colleen that she should act ideally in the heart of Kef's station. Joey then slips out of the shed and places Jeffrey under arrest and precisely commit culprit espionage and bring the witness. Evidence in Jeffrey's past crimes blurred in as a result of his arrest. Prior to his trial, before his revenge on Diesel Colleen, Joey probably took Jeffrey away from Slaughter into Railgate prison. Although Jeffrey will be hunted for a long time afterwards, and will unfortunately not be the last. Major noises will ever see him. So Hiro, did was Sting. Again, we apologize for the delay, but work must continue on the silent. So for all those Christians and Catholics celebrating Easter, stay safe out there. Don't fall into holes that might scare the ways out of you. Indeed, Sir Patriot. And since today's Good Friday, for those, again, Christians and Catholics, don't eat the meat. This episode will be uploaded tomorrow by Debate to its main YouTube channel. So, obviously you'll have today's date in the description so you guys pretty much know. Anyway, have a good Easter weekend, everybody. Bye.